Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to send all praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the whole free elected visual. This is your brother Azar coming at you from the GMS Miami camp. And I just want to basically go over one scripture, maybe in the spirit. I might bring out two more. I don't know. This is from the book of Ecclesiastes, 9th chapter, 16th verse. Then said I, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, a poor man's wisdom is despised, and his words are not heard. Yo, man, wisdom is better than physical strength. You know, also wisdom is better than a person who's smart. Because a person who has wisdom thinks about the outcome. A person who is just smart is really more structural. You know what I mean? I guess you can associate wisdom and smartness together. Both of them are structural or whatever. But, you know, there's some people who can learn a trade quick and some people can't, you know. The man who can't really grasp trade or whatever, or a new skill, or a man who's just learning something may not grasp that particular thing fast, but they know if they keep at it, you know, they can do it. You know what I'm saying? A wise man may not get as distressed as a man who's smart. You know, a wise man may know how to deal with trials and tribulations more than a man who's smart. You know, getting back to this verse, then said I, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised. Yo, man, when you go out on the street and you see the Hebrew Israelites with these garments on, you know, some of the brothers may look poor. Some of us may look rough because of our beard. You know, that's because we're going through it for the Most High right now. But if you go to a church, you know, you'll see a clean-cut, edged-up minister, you know, who has all these rings on, jewelry on. I know some of these ministers have that so-called fingernail finish on their fingernails. You know, man, it's crazy, man. But a lot of the people will respect that minister because he looks good, as opposed to listening to the real deal, the real men who are going through the things that the Most High says in the Bible. You know, a true prophet is not going to look all cleaned up. Okay, I'm going to tell you that right now. He's not going to look all cleaned up. No, he's going to look rough and rugged. You know what I'm saying? A real prophet. A lot of the prophets, Daniel, John, you know, those guys, and you have other prophets too who look rugged. They were rugged. But they spoke the truth. They spoke wisdom, and people despised them. They didn't want to listen to them. Sometimes people came up to them, asked them questions, and when the people asked them questions, you know, the prophets cut them. Not physically cut them, but the prophets cut them with this word. You know, all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You know what I mean? That's why you should always do your research. Find out who the real Israelites are. Blacks, so-called Negroes, so-called Native Americans, so-called Hispanics. You are the real Israelites, and you need to do your research. All right? Don't let Pastor Pork Chop eating preacher do your research for you, because what does he know? What precepts is he going to bring out? Is he going to bring out John 3:16? All these prosperity verses? No, we're not in a time of prosperity right now. We are definitely in a time of the last days. All right? But, you know, people think that, you know, we can just lollygag or whatever, go through the motion. You know, look what's going on right now. Trump is president. A lot of the brothers brought this out today, actually. Trump is president. I mean, you got America's infrastructure crumbling, you know. I mean, come on, man. And Russia is like messing up America with all these cyber attacks and all that shit, man. Hey, this place is going down. America's really going down. And when you hear these prophets who have on these garments, you know, the rough garments, I'm not talking about IUIC or these other Israelite groups. The only group you need to listen to is GMS, Great Millstone. Okay? You can go on YouTube and look up Great Millstone, Chicago, England, Australia, Mexico. You know? Oh, it's a lot. There are great millstone camps all over this world. Okay, dressed in garments like these, not exactly like mine, but you know, those are the guys that look like they look rugged. You know what I'm saying? Those are the guys you need to listen to. You know, get into this truth, man. And just because we look rugged don't mean we're not smart. You have a lot of guys in the camps that have smarts and wisdom. And when they combine the two, you know, that's an unstoppable force. You know, for me, I'm not really a smart person. Like, it takes a while for me to grasp the precepts. Like, I'm trying to learn the Lord's Prayer right now. I'm on the fifth line or whatever. And, you know, it's taking me, I've been trying to learn the Lord's Prayer for like a month now. You know, that Hebrew terminology I'm not really familiar with, so it's taking me a little bit longer to learn it. But yo, man, hey, let's go over this again. Ecclesiastes 9:16. Then said I, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised, and his words are not heard. A poor man's wisdom is not heard. You know how like you walk downtown or whatever, if you live in a major city or any other place, you see like an old man or old woman that's poor living on the street, and they always talking all the time, and you just walk past them because you think, oh, they poor, they don't know what they're talking about. But sometimes if you actually listen to them, they could be telling you some truth, you know? Well, that pertains to us, the men of the Lord. Even though we look poor, you know, we have on these garments and we look rough, you need to listen sometime, you know? Because what we are telling you will save your life if you get into this truth. All right? Okay, let's go to, I guess I got like 2 minutes left. What do I want to go over? Okay, yeah. A reward for getting into this truth. Okay, for you men. Okay, this is the book of, I did this last week, but I'm going to go over it again. This is Psalm 82:6. I said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. Fellas, you know, blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, you are gods. Okay, I'm speaking to the men. Men, you are gods. Okay, you were created to be gods. You were created to be worshipped. All right, but we fell off and we lost our worthiness to be gods because we transgressed. Okay, now when the Most High comes back, he's going to cleanse everything and we're going to be set up on our pedestal again. Okay, but this time we're not going to go off. It says it right here, Psalm 82:6. I said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. Now, wouldn't that be lovely? You know, you'll be worshipped. You'll be a king. You're going to have servants. You're going to have a lot of wives. You know, man. Hey, who won't want that life, man? Brothers today can't have more than 2 women because our main woman to get on us. You know, you cheated on me, blah, blah, blah. You won't have to hear that shit in the kingdom, man. For real. All right, so brothers, get into this truth, man. This is the reward we're getting. We're gonna have a kingdom. All right. I hope you enjoyed the lesson today, and get into this truth and do your research. All right. Till next time, Shalom. All praises to the Most High.